Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another live stream. Sean, I appreciate that. I really do. It's been a hard day for me. It's been another brutal one. I need to replenish my funds, so I thank you for that. What's going on, guys? You need to unload the meme coins. You're selling low. I mean, I understand what you're talking about, though. Look at this. Eagles. Wait, what? The Eagles now are saying they're going to this to the White House. Wow. Everyone apparently they refused and liberals did a victory lap and now they're going. Oh, they did such a big victory lap for the Eagles not going to the White House, but now according to this report the Eagles are going to be going. I mean, that was pathetic. Trump won Pennsylvania. Thoughts on the Tucker Carlson Dan Crenshaw beef? Crenshaw is a complete lunatic. He needs to be primaried. I mean, that's the type of boomer that is the party needs to go away from. Do we trust Leading Report? I don't know. I mean, why would Leading Report just randomly make this up, though? It's like... Yeah, they reneged on it. Leading Report was right. The low budget media was right. Turns out they got bullied into going. Crypto down bad. Dude, this is getting really horrible. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even look at my portfolio. I can look at my Solana portfolio, not my Ethereum. Because the Solana is just all trades, mainly. We need a miracle. We need a Christmas miracle. What's going on with crypto? I mean, dude, this is every Monday it's happening. This is the third Monday of 2025 where crypto has gotten destroyed like it's the beginning of a bear market. Who cares about the Eagles anyways? It's just funny because I thought we were over the whole boycott the White House and Trump is this big bad person. And apparently we are. But yesterday it was reported that the Eagles were not going to go. And it was funny. They all did victory laps and I was going to talk about it, but I just saw the report. Apparently they are going. Newsom capitulated. Wow. Yeah, I saw that to Trump. Newsom might be trying to, because he's on his way out anyways. I think he's trying to set up a more moderate, liberal type stance where he works with Republicans. He's screwed though. Any liberal that's known as like a West Coast elite or a New York, there's no way they would give him the nomination. There's just too much of a smear. What's Trump doing for food? Big Macs and Whoppers? Well, that was because of a government shutdown with Clemson. Yeah. How can you forget that with Clemson, the Tigers? All right, guys, I got some news to run through. Ron DeSantis said he's pushing to end property taxes in Florida. So this was already talked about and discussed, but I'm guessing there's going to be other Republican states that try and push for this. Ramaswamy came out with his official campaign logo. It's like scarlet gray colors, and he's pushed for the exact same thing. $12-hour dono stream to replenish funds. Dude, I might need like at this point with how my portfolio is, I need like a fucking, give me like a 300-hour stream or some shit. Just like, please. No. It'll be fine. Why is crypto crashing? It's not a good time. It's especially Solana. Solana is getting crushed, I guess, because of the narrative around all these scam launches. I mean, it shouldn't be crashing like this. There's no way based off of the 4-year cycle. Ron did it to run in 2028. Yeah, but he's got to understand. I mean, listen, in politics, I guess if I was DeSantis, I would just stay around, try and stay somewhat in the spotlight once he gets out of office there. in 26, and then maybe if something happens with Vance, he might be able to have a chance. But I just don't see it with DeSantis. I just can't see it. I mean, the only thing I think DeSantis could get would be VP. Are you buying anything on this dip? I need either Epstein to go up or the JFK files to go up, and then I'll trade. I don't have money to buy things, dude. I'm not putting more money in at this point. I just can't. I put enough money in. I'm not putting more money in. It's like there's only so much you can do. I need to save some of my money. Thoughts on Ramaswamy being my future governor ticket. Also thoughts on Joy Reid crying. Yeah, the Joy Reid thing, it's like I think these people are so delusional. I mean, she's crying like she's like, did you hear what she was saying? She's like, I thought I had a purpose. It's like, you're just some liberal lady. Nobody cares. Some DEI liberal lady who just argues and says the country's racist 24/7. It's like you need to get real with yourself. It's pathetic. She wants to cry after everything she did. Seriously, it's not gonna work with her. She'll go join the View and then probably cry about that too. Thoughts on Ramaswamy? Yeah, Ramaswamy is very likely to win. It's just if he gets the Trump endorsement, he's gonna win the Ohio governorship. And we'll see how well he resurrects his image. Guys, I think the H-1B thing is a very online issue. I don't think a lot of normie Republicans really know too much about it. To me, Ramaswamy, if you go out in public, a lot of normie Republicans still like Ramaswamy. But I mean, it was weird. Even if you are a normie, you have to realize that he was part of Doge and then they kind of kicked him out. What election was more iconic? It has to be 2016, man, just because it was a shock. You say 2024? No, 2016 was just 2024. Most people thought, I mean, Trump was the favorite to win the election in 2024. 2016, he was a massive underdog. He was like plus 700 to win. 2024, he was like minus, wasn't he like, I think he might have been like minus 220. Like, Trump was a pretty solid favorite. I was trying to tell people Trump was the favorite going into the 24 election. Like, I was like, this is going to be an easy victory. And it was just, there wasn't even a doubt about it. And we got another freaking update here. Jesus. Piers Morgan sucks. He said he lost to the French president. Who cares? It's a meeting. It's meaningless. Piers Morgan has been anti-Trump because the U.S. won't give Ukraine money because Piers is worried about Europe in relation to the Russian military. But I mean, that's the United Kingdom's problem. That's why the United Kingdom just announced their biggest military package yet to Ukraine. They're sending them $6 billion. That's their biggest one, really. They just announced that. Bear market might be here to stay. Dude, come on. You I know you study. I know you study. You can't really believe that. I mean, if that's true, dude, that was probably the worst cycle ever. I mean, I would definitely look back on the SPX thing that I missed, but even that, I mean, it's not like it went anything crazy, like anything ultra crazy. Community notes on the Dan Crenshaw tweet. Oh, when he denied it. Yeah, this dude is a deranged, man. I mean, he tries denying that he threatened to kill Tucker Carlson. LOL, no. At Dan Crenshaw, Texas, did you threaten to kill my friend Tucker Carlson? Crenshaw stated he would kill Tucker Carlson on video and confirmed by the interviewer. Yeah, this dude is just a total clown, man. He really is. And I think he's got anger problems too. You see what he tweets sometimes. Juan, what's up, man? You're black-pilled? I mean, yeah, it's been brutal, man. I don't even look at it anymore. Like, I don't even look at I don't look at my portfolio, that's for sure. Kind of said that the party of anti-communists is getting dog-walked by communist Russia. Well, they have a mixed economy now. But no, I mean, this is not a situation to where it's like, oh, you're getting owned by Russia. No, you're trying to end the war. There have to be concessions. I mean, that's just how the world works. You know what? You're right. We should threaten to bomb Russia. We should threaten to bomb Moscow. That'll solve everything. I mean, that's what you're suggesting, basically. And if you're not suggesting, then what do you? I mean, what are you even saying then? What you're suggesting is NATO escalation. If you want the West to push back against Russia. He said he would probably kill him. I'm not joking. I know he's like, I'm not joking about that. I mean, it's just... We need Doge in California. And imagine an audit of California and their government spending. Pierce should be mad at UK for demilitarizing. Exactly. But it's always just angry at the United States because we have so much more money than them. What is Trump's approval rating? Trump's approval rating is about 53% right now on average. That's what it's reported at. So it's still pretty good. It's pretty good. It's there's been some stuff going around that's kind of lowered it a little bit. I don't even know how they run these anti-Trump campaigns. It's like, he's cutting government waste. It's bad. Like, what? It's like, ooh, he's eliminating government waste. It's so horrible. And you hear these people, it's like, wait, why are you mad? And they're like, well, they said something about constitutional and like, what? None of this has any substance, any of these arguments against Trump. It's like, oh, inflation has gone up. Well, yeah, that's Biden. You can't lower inflation in the span of a month. That's ridiculous. James Carville was talking shit about Trump, saying he's going to collapse. Yeah, that dude's a total loon. That dude tries to go viral once a month, saying he's all over the map. Last month he was saying the Democrats were never going to win again. He's not worth listening to. He just makes up shit. He's just trying to get in the news. How's Grok 3 doing right now? I don't own it, man. It's at like 1.1 million or something. I sold it a while ago, man. The Harvard Harris poll was good. I know I didn't get a good chance to look through that entire poll, but I saw that Trump did have a very good approval rating, which is really good because there were some polls that were negative for Trump. I would imagine it probably got added to Real Clear. Yeah, so this Harvard Harris really, yeah. So they were citing these two polls, the Washington Post, Quinnipiac, but there's some good polls that have come out after it. Rasmussen does like a daily average poll, +2. Harvard Harris +9. Yeah, that CNN poll is really weighing Trump down. I don't know how these are weighted exactly, because it really should be more than 1.8, but it's like they're weighted weird. It's because of that CNN -8 poll, Gallup -6. That was through the 16th. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to improve all that much, though, based on the sentiment and what's going on. Alec Baldwin crying video. Is there an Alec Baldwin video going viral? Oh, there is. Look at this. There seems to be a Trump impersonator in New York City.
Look, Alec, I will offer you a total pardon, because I want to be friends, right? I want to be friends. I will give you a total pardon for murdering that woman if you kiss the ring. Kiss the ring, Alec. Kiss the big, beautiful ring. Come on, Alec. Come on, look at Alec Baldwin, right? He did that impersonation of me. It was not too hot, not too good. But look, we're back in office. You lost. Kamala lost. She's somewhere getting intoxicated. Look at that suitcase. Unbelievable. Well, Alec, if you don't want that pardon for murdering that woman in cold blood, you can call it first degree, you can call it whatever you want, but it was not good. She's looking down on me right now, smiling, happy. Thank you for confronting the man who took me out, who killed me, and that's okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
No, you realize, by the
Whoa.
way, no, look at me. I want you to look at me.
Sure.
You got a camera on me here?
The ring, no, it's the ring.
But you realize my kids live in this building, right? But I want you to know something.
We love the children. We're doing great deals for the children.
Be real careful.
Okay.
If this camera was here, I'd snap your fucking neck in half and break your fucking neck right over. So you know that, don't you?
Okay. All right, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin, ladies and gentlemen, class act. Believe me. Believe me.
I want you to get out of here.
Okay.
No, I want you to get out of here.
Oh, he's yelling at me. I'm a citizen of this. I was born and raised in New York City. I love you, Alec. Alec, look, Alec, you don't want to attack your favorite president, Alec. Look, I love you. I love you, Alec. He's got more balls than De Niro, that I can tell you. De Niro really.
Well, he got a bit angry there. Started threatening the impersonator. The media machine is working overtime. No tax against Trump now. Feel like TDS is worse than ever before. EDS too. Yeah, well, a lot of the you want to know something I've realized? A lot of the critiques of Trump, they've just got no substance to them. Like, what is the actual critique of Trump? I mean, I guess it's giving Elon Musk too much control in eliminating things within the government. Yeah, I don't know. People just wanted me to play that. Let's go back to the news. That's the thing. I'm trying to like get news here. Like, look at this. Lester Holt stepping down. Does anyone care about this? I mean, this guy. Remember when this guy interviewed Biden? I think it was him. Yeah, it was him. He interviewed Biden after that that bad debate. Lester Holt headed to the retirement. Joy Reid cried and crashed out. I know. She's like, I thought people cared about me. She's like, I thought people cared what I had to say. And then she's like, I'm going to the View. I'm going to the View where I can go to a new echo chamber. That's fine. Elon is one of the richest people in the world, and people are mad at him handling the economy crazy. Yeah, no, I mean, I do understand. It does seem like Elon has... Honestly, I think a lot of it is just the way Elon presents it. Because he has such a huge microphone with X, it's going to be presented in a way that's in your face. Like, everyone sees what Elon is doing. And I think people, like, equate that to Elon, like, running the entire government, which is not what's happening. That would just be my take on it. The joy is on dude, I tweeted out the joy is gone, literally. That's what I tweeted out. I'm not a fan of going up to people and harassing them. Yeah, that was kind of, I mean, I don't know about that, man. That was kind of... BTC below 92K. Wow, it's getting worse after the $1.4 billion hack last week. But didn't the hacker burn a lot of the Ethereum, I thought? But yeah, you're right. I mean, the market is doing bad right now, man. There's really nothing else. And with crypto, the problem is it's normally not a quick recovery. It normally takes a few weeks to even recover. Play the Waltz dance video. I can't find it. I don't think it's on my, I guess I might have retweeted it or something. Look at the accounts that it recommends. Whoa. That's Berlin 1935, bro. But the thing is, if I play that song with Dancing Queen, it's you know, you guys know the song Dancing Queen, having the time of that was what it was. People tried to say this was Walls. This is just some old dude. People said this was Walls, and they had the community note it. I mean, that's a big boy. Having the time of your... Yeah, you guys see this?
Heart. To the rainbow. To the rainbow. The nuts so typical gay camp. One camp. Full of pride. Indivisible. With affirmation and equal rights for all. Watch your heads.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, dude. They're pledging to gayness. And then he waves the flag at the end. Thoughts on Trump's approval rating? It's not bad, man. It's like 53%. Did Kanye release his coin yet? No, he didn't. I think they're waiting for the market to kick it better. I mean, they should have released, well, whenever they release, it's just going to be a joke whenever they release it. It's just a total rug pull. Guys like Holt are playing a dinosaur role now. Yeah, I mean, they were already kind of, but now they're really phased out with the emergence of X, you're right. And it's just the distrust in regular media. They're getting way less views. We just want to get married. I know the reference. It's like this. But MAGA is a cult, right? I mean, I think there's cult elements about different parties, but the idea that they would just, say, oh, it's just you guys and there's no liberal cults, when these people literally want Trump's head blown off and they would like celebrate it. Like, I'm not kidding. People think you're joking. No, that's legit. Because they've been synced to believe Trump is Hitler. Lincoln Logs, you should do what Ben Shapiro and Michael Knowles do and do like political debates. You were exceptional at election coverage. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, I did have a pretty good election night. I'm not gonna lie. But debates, I guess maybe if I get bigger. Maybe if I'm able to become mainstream, I'll be able to have debates. If Fox News offered me a job, would you take it? I would pass, man. I would pass on a Fox News job, honestly. But Fox News would never offer me a job. I'm not even qualified with what they would want to work for there. Any news on the Epstein list? No, there's no news. No, you saw Paulina Luna tweet out, she's like, release the Epstein list now. Isn't she part of the committee? She's like the head of the committee. I don't know what she's talking about. She's like, release the list. You have the list. Or I guess Pam Bondi has the list now. The list needs to come out immediately. This could be a amazing thing for everyone with how down crypto is. Well, I mean, hopefully it would pump. Maybe we should wait for this to come out now since crypto's, I mean, especially Solana is getting destroyed. I still think it would pump, but maybe we wait a few days, wait for Solana to go back up a little bit. Let's start a pool for when the Ukraine mineral deal gets signed. Apparently, it's going to get signed within days. There was a negotiation. Trump originally, I mean, I don't know where Trump got $500 billion from. It's not, I mean, you start the negotiations high, that's all I'll say. But there's going to be an agreement. Maybe it's $100 billion worth of minerals. This is what's going to happen. Trump is going to give Russia, Trump might be giving Russia some land in Ukraine, but there's key mineral deposits in the areas that Russia is getting. The United States is going to do a deal with the Russians to be able to extract the minerals from the newly acquired, the newly annexed Russian territory, which was formerly a part of Ukraine. That's why Trump's talking about doing this economic relationship with Russia. That's the thing. I was looking at a map, and I noticed that all of the minerals that Trump wants, the vast majority of them are already controlled by Russia. Tentatively, under government administration, but controlled by Russia because they're right on the border, the Russia-Ukrainian border. No wonder Russia wants those two those two regions in eastern Ukraine. It's where all the minerals are. So I think there's probably going to be some type of deal. Search the guy praying to Trump when he got pulled over. Donald Trump, please protect me. Yeah, he was on Facebook Live or Instagram Live or some shit. What coins do you own? I mean, I could give you my Solana address if you want it, man. I'll give you my Solana address. Just go on Discord and go to the crypto section and ask me for it. Actually, I think I already have it in there. Yeah, no, I already have it in there if you go to the crypto section. Dan Bongino, FBI deputy. Yeah, I mean, I was a little surprised because it didn't seem like it was going to happen. I thought Bongino, maybe he wanted to be the head or something, but I had read somewhere it wasn't going to happen with Bongino, but then recently, I guess something changed. You think Vivek will do a lot for Ohio? Well, Vivek definitely is a out of like a governor, he's going to be more. He'll get Ohio in the news for sure, more than a normie conservative would. I'll give Vivek that. He'll definitely he's more of a mover. He'll move to get things done. And it seems like he's doing this. Like he probably saw what DeSantis did with Florida, and he's like, I mean, Ohio is a different environment though. It's a lot easier because just how Republican Ohio is. I mean, even without the Trump. Because it's like Ohio has this love affair with Trump. It is true. Because you look at like Moreno versus Trump and just Trump way outperformed him. But Ohio's still like to the right by like 5 or 6 points on average, I would say at this point. Like there's 5-6 point Republican advantage for Ohio. And it seems to be getting bigger. Trump won it by like 11. Moreno was like by 5 though. The deportation numbers, yeah, the deportation numbers. I think everyone, even the biggest Trump shills, have been tweeting out the deportation numbers need to get ramped up quickly, and they do. They do need to go up for sure. Everyone agrees with that. But there are and I'm not going to say to defend it, but they were comparing the deportation numbers to Biden, but Trump is deterring so many more people than Biden was. So many more. Like a factor of times 10 to where they're not having any border encounters because people know they're not getting in. The border encounters were a lot higher under Biden, a lot higher. Would you give your ass for 1 Bitcoin? What for 92K? Nah, I mean, I'm getting desperate, honestly. No. AFD launching a coin. The alternate for Deutschland Party is launching a coin. You're joking. On Solana? Yeah, sure. Will Vivek run in 2028? No, I don't see it, man. I mean, if he's running for, for governor, really, you're gonna do that big of a turnaround on us? Come on. It doesn't really make sense for Vivek to run anyways. He's blocked by Vance, and he's had some big hiccups that have made him a bit more unfavorable in conservative spaces. Do we know why Vivek left Doge? I think it was just not a good fit, I think. But it probably had something to do with that tweet, honestly. Like, we're all thinking the same thing. One of the things I need to start doing is thinking while I'm saying words. I'll just go on autopilot and the vocabulary becomes not good. Difference of opinion with Elon. Well, that's what they said. That's the official story. Ashley St. Clair thoughts. Grifter thought. I don't know, man. When it comes to drama like that, it doesn't really intrigue me as it does other people. It's like she wanted to get rich off of Musk. Musk thought she was hot, so he fucked her. I think they did have sex. I know they were saying that didn't happen, but She got exposed for being a grifter. Pepe, what's up, man? You're a regular, man. I see you in here every time. I appreciate it, man. You bought 3K worth of Solana. That should give it a good pump. Stop the bleeding for you. You know the meme of like mopping with the water coming in on the ocean, the tide mopping it back out. That's what you did, man. Congrats. No, I mean 3K. It's a good entry. You got a good entry, bro. It'll go to $1,000. I thought Solana was gonna go to $1,000. Vivek was sponsored by Soros. I do remember that story. I believe that was a scholarship, and it was like with a bunch of other people. But yeah, that was a story. Musk is retweeting the other white chick. Yeah, Musk has found someone else now. Status of the Pope. I heard he's I'm not sure he's in critical condition. I heard he was getting better, but these things are very time sensitive. Let's take a look at some of the markets that just came live. Zelensky resigns in 2025, 32% chance. Another commercial airline evacuation before March. This is so stupid. Who cares about highest temperature? It's nonsense. DeSantis ends Florida property tax before July. Man, if you know some inside info on DeSantis, you could make a boatload off of this. It's probably just not possible to end it before July, so that's why there's only a 3% chance. Mexico tariffs on China in effect before July, 69% chance. What is Last Breath? Is that a movie? Man, I was looking at the movies. They look so bad. AJ, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Are you going to be voting for Vivek? Let's see how Vivek does during his campaign. But I probably would, yeah. Waiting for FBI to start doing stuff now? Yeah, I agree. I don't know what this market's at, but this really should be going up. I mean, the sentiment is there. The core Trump base is really putting pressure on this list to come out. Vivek, give Jeremiah Smith the bag. Vivek needs to invest into Ohio State football. You're right. He's a billionaire. If you know how to read weather, you can make a bank off a highest temperature. Not really. Weather is too unpredictable to predict an exact temperature based on the exact degree. That's why they're able to do bets like that. I mean, obviously, there's an expectation for a certain temperature, like if the high is 34 and the low is 25. You know what? I actually don't know how off that ends up being. Like for tomorrow, I wonder what the high is. I'm actually not going to do that because... But if the high in my city is 38 degrees tomorrow, I wonder if it'll actually be... The high temperature will be 38 degrees. How much is that right to the degree, I wonder? PBD releasing an interview Wednesday with Bolsonaro, Brazilian Trump. In Brazil courts, it's 9-2 liberal. And only 20% of their Congress is to the right. He got banned from running. Yeah. That's what can happen when a country is too one-sided. They just ban him from even running. I thought his son was running, though. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Fruit Punch Tropicana. Tropicana Fruit Punch. I gotta stop drinking this, because I'm gonna go piss if I keep drinking this. That's the thing. It's like I constantly drink stuff. There's no reason to be drinking this much liquid right now. I know I'm talking, but I really don't have to drink much. It's just like a habit. Why do they delay declassifying? Well, you know how this stuff works. It's a legal process. It has to process through different departments and stuff, and the hope is that, I mean, there's too much pressure on this list for it not to come out in some way. The problem is if it's redacted in certain spots, people are going to lose their minds. Then Crenshaw losing it, threatened Tucker. Yeah, we talked about it. Crenshaw's a loon. Seems like Pam Bondi is dragging it. I don't think Bondi has all of the control over it. These people are getting influenced by other people. I mean, that's just how it is within the government. Thank you for the membership, man. Do you use Reddit? I do use Reddit, not for politics, though. But I will see politics show up on my feed every now and then. It's just the reality. But yeah, I do use Reddit for certain stuff. I haven't really been on Reddit nearly as much. Wow, down to 30%. He'll launch a coin in February, probably because of the Solana price. You see the Trump impersonator? Yeah, it is kind of funny how, and I've noticed this in different chats, when new people join, whatever you guys ask most of the time, I've went over it. I'm not saying, listen, my streams really are not, it's not a lot of good content, but yeah, I mean, we went over that. Make America Healthy Again starts tomorrow. What does that mean? What do we all have to go on a regiment? Do I have to go back to the gym now with RFK? RFK, I weigh 155 pounds. It's a pretty nice weight. I got a lot of muscle on me. The delay to release the files is proof that Israel is involved. Well, it's proof that there's influence from other areas. And so, yeah, especially with Epstein and his connections there, I think everyone can put two and two together on that, but we'll see how much is redacted. There's got to be a separate chart. No, they wouldn't do that, man. They wouldn't do that. I love where you're taking the channel. I've inspired you to learn more about politics and crypto. Very interesting stuff. Yeah. No, I mean, some people don't like the crypto. Some people are obsessed with it. Some people, I like crypto. Crypto is but like, I was just thinking, I was like having a coming to Jesus moment. Like, do I have to start learning the stock market or some bullshit now? There's no way that's true, right? There's no way I have to start investing into the stock market with this. I mean, this is bullshit, though. There's no way if this is the start of a bear market, this is brutal. A really old post of mine popped up. It was red pill content. Really? A post from like 2 years ago? Sometimes that happens. You'll get a post from like 2 or 3 years ago from somebody you watch. How tall are you? Well, I'm about 5'10" and a half, honestly. You need to beef up? Yeah. I gotta beef up to like, honestly, if this is the thing. If I got to 170, I would for sure be skinny fat. At 5'10", you'll be skinny fat if you're at 170. I guess it depends how you hold the weight. But if I had an actual body composite, 170 for 5'10" and a half is pretty good for a natty person if you have good amount of muscle. But you would go through basically like a 25-pound. What I would do is, and I'm not doing this just because I'm too busy. It's just not going to happen. If you're at like 155 right now, like let's just take my situation for example. You're at 155. You just go heavy. You have to heavy bulk from my situation. There's really no recap or anything like that. It's a straight bulk to like 190 and then you cut to 170. That's really, but that takes like a year to do. And then I'd probably see at least a decent amount of muscle. Can't stand the crypto comments. Yeah, dude, crypto's huge. Crypto is it's the next big thing in the world. You should do interesting conspiracy theory videos like the 9/11 stuff. Yeah, well, this is the thing with the 9/11 videos. I either do a live stream every night or a 9/11 video. But recently I've been doing all the live streams. And then the thing with the 9/11 videos is they get posted the next day when they clear the ad moderator because it's content that they don't view as good for advertisers. So a human has to review it and then push it through. And they normally do push it through. Some of them I can't get pushed through, though, because it shows, like, it doesn't even show anything. It shows debris from planes, and they say, oh, you can't do that. Like, debris. It's not even anything graphic. 6'1", 187, kind of getting skinny fat. Gotta get back there. Yeah, you're 6'1", man, 187. Yeah, if you got down to like 178, 175, you'd be in real good shape at 6'1", dude. 6'1", you're going to flex on us. I mean, this height is such a commodity nowadays with these women. Notice how not even in schools or the media, they don't talk about why the Nazis were banned from ethnic Christian Germans. Yeah, well, you want to know something? I was also thinking about slavery and I guess how people in the West interpret it. I think most people in the West think just white people went to Africa and said, we're just taking you. I think that's what most people think. Of course, it was Africans selling them to the Europeans. Don't go crazy with bulk. Eat 200 to 400 calories more long term. Well, yeah, no. For if you're trying to gain weight quickly, you eat 3,000 calories a day, maybe 3,500. Yeah, I'm waiting for that Fort Knox live stream as well, but I don't think that's coming for a little while. I don't know how that coin is doing. Maybe that coin's got a good entry now, I think. I think it's official Knox. I can never find this coin, I swear. Official Fort? This coin hasn't gone down enough. Come on, man. I was looking for an entry on this coin. I guess I missed it. That's still a good chart, man, especially for how bad Solana is doing. It went down to 150. You get an entry there. I mean, the hope is that, they do a live stream, but I'm not even in this coin. Bannon always looks like a slob. Yeah, Bannon always does. I think that seems like his rally cry or whatever. It seems like he likes looking like that, kind of as a status symbol or some shit. You got to Knox at 300K. You're down, but I mean, pretty much everyone is down, so it's not a big deal if you're down. I'll get in right now. I'll flex on you. I got in at 216, bro. No, I'm kidding. Did you see how ugly the Obama library looks? Yeah, the Obama library is, I saw a video on that. It looks like one of those Soviet apartment blocks. It looks like they tried to put like, I mean, that's like, what is it called? Brutalism? That type of architecture? Thoughts on Sam Hyde? I don't really watch Sam Hyde or anything like that, but I mean, he's an interesting dude. I saw his video talking about Elon, like his hour-long video. Presidential libraries are such a waste. Well, it is their tradition, but I mean, that is an ugly looking library. What is the thing with Elon loving gay Scott Pressler? Well, Pressler was big in Trump winning Pennsylvania, so that's probably why. You weren't expecting it to be down after voting for Trump. Crypto? Yeah, crypto. And honestly, I mean, I don't know how much you can say it's Trump at this point, because now it's like it just keeps going down. But Trump is kind of to blame because of the Trump coin and then the Melania coin. And then it starts this just cascade effect. It could look fine when finished. There's not a lot. There's not enough windows in that building, man. There's no. There's just not enough. There's just not enough windows in it. The design of it. I mean, if it was a glass structure, it would kind of look futuristic. I'll say that. It looks like this is something that people in the 1950s would build, and they'd interpret it as futuristic. That's exactly what this looks like. Maybe the peak of the bull run was Trump coin. Well, dude, you want to know the problem that I'm having? It's all these damn influencers that are now mainstream into crypto. And the problem with that is it's like, it's just such a massive top signal. And hopefully it's like now crypto is just mainstream and it's not a top, but it's just such a big top signal when all these just normie influencers start getting involved in it. Tariffs are to blame. I don't know about that, man. I mean, tariffs to me are more stock market, but I guess stock market affects crypto. Yeah, this is an eyesore. Looks like an elevator shaft inside a skyscraper. Yeah, it does kind of look like an elevator shaft a little bit. It just looks like the elevator shaft component. It looks like the building core of the Twin Towers. Brett Baer interviewed the French president today, Macron. Did he interview his husband? I'm sorry, his wife. I meant his wife. I don't know. Have you guys been following the Candace Owens story? I haven't really. I didn't follow much of it. The wife is supposedly trans. No taxes on crypto will save us. Yeah, apparently there's gonna be no taxes at all on crypto. But I mean, what am I gonna cash out? We gotta cash something out. We need to go up to cash something out. You could always post videos that you can't post on YouTube, on Twitter. Yeah, but there's no monetization on that. You're not going to make any money. Honestly, I'm not even eligible, dude. You have to reach like some bullshit. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't make any money off of Twitter anyways. I don't really get a lot of views on my tweets. But I'm not even eligible to be able to get monetization from Twitter. But honestly, even if I did, I know people that post videos on X and they don't make good money at all, even though the views do well. So you don't really make any money off it. If you try and use Twitter like or X like YouTube, you're not making any money off of it. YouTube's monetization is just so much more superior. I mean, obviously X, it's easier because you could do a snap, do a tweet, and get the interactions and make money that way. But I mean, how many people really are living off of an income off of X other than the Elon Musk leeches? Like those fish, like the bottom feeders, the fish that you got the whale. Elon Musk is the whale, and then it's like the bottom feeders cleaning Elon. Like those are the only people. Ashley St. Clair was one of them. Well, now she really is one of them because she's gonna be getting the child support, I guess. So I guess it did work out for her. Yeah, night mug. I saw that. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. There's just a bunch of sniper bots on the meme coins that rug pull everyone. Yeah, it's so toxic, man. But I mean, that's why you don't buy meme coins that just launched. Can you play Piers Morgan clips of him sucking Ukraine cock? Look, Piers is from Britain. He's more worried about Russia, so he has to endorse Ukraine. That's just the reality of it. Have you tried Rumble? Yeah, I do have a Rumble account. I really don't post on it though. Rumble, the problem with Rumble is just the interface I'm not a fan of. And also, to be fair with Rumble, they hit you when you go to a video on Rumble, you're going to get a minimum of 2. I think you'll get 2 ads, which is pretty crazy. I mean, I guess YouTube does that sometimes as well, but I have YouTube Red, so I never deal with ads on YouTube. There's no way I could go back from YouTube Red. Did YouTube send you your 100K plaque? Yeah, I got it. I think it's right. It's right there. Have you been on a cruise? No, I haven't. What's up with Kanye Cohen? He hasn't launched it yet. And now, I mean, if they are launching it on Solana, which apparently they're going to, I thought it was going to be BNB, but it looks like from the betting it's going to be Solana. Solana's in the shitter right now, so I don't know if they're waiting or what's going on with that. But I mean, it's just typical crypto culture. It's terrible. Oh, come on with this. This whistleblower has exposed that the FBI has begun permanently erasing files that may be connected to Epstein. This account is a bot. I thought I blocked this account. Maybe I blocked this account on my main one. Stop socialist tyranny. It's a bot account. How fast could you run a mile? I mean, I run a mile like in around 6.5 minutes, honestly, but I haven't run a mile in forever. $300K by the end of the summer for my channel. It depends, honestly, on if things pick up. I feel like I could get a really big stream if this Epstein list comes out. I think it would be a crazy stream, but I just need some huge news to drop for my channel to really expand. I mean, I'll have the March Madness hype a little bit. I'll gain some subs of that, but even like the March Madness stuff is it's so disconnected from my other content now. You watch Benny Johnson, but the guy is a clickbait. Yeah, whoever does his thumbnails, though, it is pretty funny, his thumbnails. I mean, these people have full... There's multiple, conservative influencers that'll do like 5-6 videos a day. I just can't really find enough... I mean, I guess if I tried, I could find enough content to do videos on stuff. Thoughts on Jack Doherty rugging his 12-year-old fans? Well, I think, isn't that kid like 13 years old? I mean, it's a kid, man. We knew we'd get redacted. Yeah, it's going to be, if it's a bust, dude, if it's a bust. I mean, this is just, this is the general. What the fuck is this account now? These people tweet out random speculation to get interactions, 700K views. Midterm elections will do you well. Yeah, I mean, you can't really plan for that. That's over a year. Is February the worst month for monetization? I think January is. January's brutal. February. I mean, I know most people would think, well, February would be worse than January because January, like, at least it's January 1st because it's good for advertisements, but it's really not. I mean, January 1st is, but other than that, I think February is pretty brutal because there's only 28 days. The way YouTubers get paid, it's once a month, so you have to compare your monthly checks. You only get 28 days. It's a little bit tough. I mean, some months we get 31 days. You think AOC is on the Epstein list? I think you might have she might be a little bit too young to possibly be on the Epstein list, man. The State of the Union is March 4th, right around the corner. Didn't think it was that close. That's right, Trump is doing that. Or he's doing something like it. That's March 4th. Next stop 77K. Now don't be a slave to indicators. You like looking at indicators, so your chart says 77K. Come on. Trump will build a twin tower for his library. You know, Trump tried to rebuild the Twin Towers. He came up with a plan, basically the exact same thing as the original Twin Towers, but with 5 more floors on each tower. How cooked is Tom Hanks when the list drops? I don't even know. I wonder if Tom Hanks is even on the prop betting for this. He's at 34%. Yeah, well, the problem with this is this betting is so dumb because Leonardo DiCaprio they added a lot of people. Trump's at 14%, Obama's at 15%, Hillary's at 20%. There's barely any volume on a lot of these people. There was a YouTube tax guy who tried to join Doge. Now he's anti-Trump. I think I know who you're talking about. The dude who like got all of his big videos from the stimulus checks. Like seriously, go to that dude's channel. His top 5 videos are all like, probably his top 20 videos are all speculation about what kind of government handouts we're going to be getting back in like 2021. And that dude's now anti-Trump, really? Will I be voting for Vivek? I would probably vote for Vivek. I don't think there's going to be another better candidate. I think Trump is going to endorse Vivek, and like if Trump endorses Vivek, it's over. Crenshaw is 5'7", for real. Vivek is back, or did you mean 2028? No, Ohio governorship 2026. He just announced. Let me see if I can see if we got breaking news or something. Yeah, the Trump with the tariffs, Mexico, Canada. We'll see what he ends up doing. He might delay him again, honestly. I know Trump cares about the stock market. It would negatively affect the stock market. I don't know if he'll do that. Congestion pricing pulls in $48 million where they charge. Is that seriously what they do in New York, where they charge people for driving? And if you've got like a truck, you're going to get taxed like $9. You go on certain roads. I don't even understand that, man. That must be a terrible. That's just a bad design in New York City. They really should have underground tunnels. I mean, if it's really that bad to where you're taxing people for being in cars, I mean, they must have horrible congestion. Not a good look for Trump. Well, yeah, Trump is the stuff with Trump on Israel is not gonna be well for. There's really no way I can defend what Trump has been saying about Israel. I mean, I understand the idea of trying to end the conflict for good, but I mean, it's like blinders. It's America first, America first, America first, but literally, except when it comes to Israel. What did you think of the Macron meeting? I mean, they're gonna say a lot of peachy stuff in front of cameras. Whenever that happens, to me, it doesn't really. There's not a lot of substance. That's right, substance to these meetings that they have in front of the media. Did I play on my Xbox? Yeah, I played zombies, man. Played some zombies with an online friend. Trump's weakest part of his presidency is Israel by far. I mean, why doesn't someone just ask Trump? I thought it was America first. What are we doing with Israel here? What is the? I mean, I guess Trump might just say, "Well, we're trying to end the situation, so we don't have to." But I mean, why can't we just say if we end it, can we stop spending money to Israel? Sam Bankman-Fried, SPF, really? You said he tweeted from prison? That seems like such a random thing to make up, bro. You're an individual that probably looked up a way to troll me on ChatGPT. You know, I looked up something on ChatGPT regarding, I was going to tweet it out, but I didn't, regarding the Roman Empire and the fall of the Roman Empire. And how mass immigration led to the fall. There's just a lot of parallels, especially with Europe. Why doesn't Saudi Arabia or Egypt take over Gaza? Well, Gaza is a piece of land that needs to be invested into. So much of that area has been destroyed. So, do they really want to spend all that money dealing with that? Yeah, I know they're talking to sending Palestinians to Europe. I hope that's not going to happen. Liberals saying Trump is going to be on the list and he's going to scrub his name out. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I can explain this 100 times, and I know what you're saying. And if Trump was somehow connected to the Epstein list, liberals would have done everything. Remember, Biden was in office. Liberals would have done everything in their power to have that released in the middle of October or before October to try and disqualify him. They think Trump is the worst thing ever. They wouldn't care about throwing Bill Clinton under the bus or any Democrat if it meant the list got released and Trump was on it. Trump, if he was on that list, liberals would have somehow released it before the election. Israel boosting was destined regardless of who won. Right, but I think it's I was watching a video where it was a perspective interview talking to Israelis and Palestinians, and I mean, these Israelis openly admit that, yeah, we're happy Trump won. He's way better for us than Biden. And that's because Trump is more of a no-nonsense, no bullshit. I mean, there's no way Harris would come out and say, we're going to take control of the Gaza Strip. Even though, I mean, both sides are certainly in bed with Israel. Have you used Grok 3 yet? A little bit, yeah. Are we ever going to moon? If so, when? Well, it's going to take longer now because we just had another correction. Or actually, I mean, it's not even a correction. It's a fucking... A lot of these charts are becoming invalid. That's the problem. It's going to take a while now to just get back up to a place to where... I mean, we've had like 3 straight horrible Mondays, man. Somebody told me yesterday, they were like, dude, it's going to be horrible tomorrow. I'm like, what are you talking about? Dude was right. CNN said what Elon was doing was not right. I'm guessing what is this? I'm guessing he tweeted about a coin launch. I have a lot of sympathy from government employees. I, too, have not checked my email the past few hundred days. Yeah, this sometimes happens, though, with people where they'll be able to tweet from prison or so, you know. Both Israel and Palestine would have stomped all over her. Well, that's the problem with liberals. They with both wars, I didn't really hear a coherent stance on what they were going to do with those situations at all from Harris. I guess their stance was to keep funding Ukraine. And with Israel, I mean, the Democrats' plan with Israel and Palestine, this is what I tell people. They were funding Israel, and obviously they used that for missiles. So they were basically giving Israel missiles. And then they were also funding Palestine and giving them supplies to deal with the like, it's just like, they're funding both sides. It makes no sense. They had to do that, though, because of their base. Thoughts on the Associated Press being banned? Look, if you want to have fun and be cute and act like you're standing on something, you're going to disrespect the administration. I mean, this has been the most open presidency. When was the last time Biden did a press conference in the Oval Office? So they're like, oh, it's disgusting. It's a dictatorship. He's not allowing the AP in. Trump does so many interviews. He's way more open than Biden ever was. He's already done more interviews than Biden did throughout his entire administration. So yeah, no, it's a real dictatorship with Trump. He banned the AP. Well, listen, they don't want to refer to a body of water properly. I mean, you know how it is with these people. I mean, and then if liberals get in, you know they're going to change it again. They're going to be, oh, it's the Gulf of Mexico. We're simping for Mexico again. It's like we're gonna go back into the Paris Climate Accord. We need to spend. We're gonna refund U.S. aid. Is that a real account? I think it is his real account. Yeah, this happens from time to time with people in prison. Is quiet quitting still a thing? I would imagine it's. I mean, they probably try and track it better. That's what Elon Musk was trying to track. He was trying to track the quiet quitting. What have you done for me? Why don't you just list 5 things you've done? You make a lot of money. You work for the government. What's so hard about that? But you can't do it, apparently. They get so angry. Biden wasn't seen for months when he was president. Oh yeah, and it was totally no. And then you'd see him show up, and it's his shriveled old body who could barely walk on sand at a Delaware beach. Do you think SBF is still vegan in prison? Yeah, I wonder what the meal plan it would look like there. A lot of guys get fat in prison. It's a lot of carbs, and a lot of people get it because they'll put you on different antidepressants and things, and people get real fat. They put on a lot of weight from that. Biden was only in the briefing room once during his presidency. Oh, it's a total joke. Well, and it was almost like you have to accept it because Biden is so old, and he wouldn't even there would be nothing to talk about with him. There was just no presence. Biden had no presence when it came to a leadership position. Do you think America First includes Israel? Well, right now, based on the current government setup in Congress, yeah, it does include Israel. Where does Myles Garrett go? I don't know. It's going to be hard for the Browns to trade Myles Garrett because of the cap situation. They're probably going to have to trade him, I think, post June 1 if they want to make it work out. I mean, they probably should trade Garrett. The problem is he's just getting older and they're not going to be competitive. I would say they probably end up getting... the Browns probably get 2 first-round picks for him, pretty standard. I don't know where he would go. Maybe Detroit would want him. Because they were trying to get Max Crosby, I know. You think the bleeding stopped for crypto? I mean, I hope you're right, man. It's hard to really say. I feel like we need to wait a day or two, but normally it is just a day, and then it'll reestablish. It'll at least accumulate a little bit. Yeah, this Epstein coin is ranging. That's fine. Just let it range. This is bullish price action compared to the market, honestly. 4% in 24 hours. Yeah, this is fine. Why don't you like XRP? I mean, dude, look at XRP's history. And look at XRP's market cap. It's not even just an XRP thing. XRP is crazy high in terms of market cap, bro. What's the realistic amount of X's it could do with that high of a market cap? I mean, I have nothing against XRP, but it becomes a meme because of how bad it performed in 2021. And I know it was the SEC that caused it, but still. Will Tucker, oh, you're talking about Justin Tucker? Yeah, Justin Tucker's going through, it looks like a similar thing that Deshaun Watson did. That's really bad, man. Really bad. What site is this? This is Gecko Terminal. Opinion on ADA? I wouldn't buy it, man. The time to buy ADA was in 2020. I mean, you said we hit the floor with Solana. Dude, come on. This thing's fucking still going that well. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it looks like it's finding support. Man, I can't believe how bad Solana's done, man. That's really what kills the fucking memes on Solana. Trump. Down to 13 bucks. Man, Trump just took a nosedive again. Man, Trump doesn't even have his token unlocked yet. But I'm sure they probably already made a bunch off of it. Do you work a full-time job apart from YouTube? No, I don't. I just do crypto and YouTube. That's it, man. Basically, I guess, like, as Gen Z as you can get. What's with Dan Crenshaw and Tucker having beef? Crenshaw is a lunatic who got angry. They caught him on a hot mic after the interview saying he would literally kill Tucker Carlson if he saw him in person. And then Crenshaw denies it. Crenshaw needs to be primaried. He's a real hothead, too, if you look at what he does on what he was tweeting. I forget what it was, but I remember seeing some of his tweets and being like, this dude's a clown. This is a grown-ass man. Like, this bull market has been a bloodbath. I know. It's like the time to make money was actually 2023, like entries into MOG and SPX. Honestly, that was the time. And I had entries, but I sold. Solana dies so base season start. Yeah, dude, I'm looking at base coins, man. I wish I had money to buy them. There's some interesting base utility coins. I think base is going to do very well. Base is like the perfect bridge in between. I mean, it's basically Ethereum with no fees. People hate fees on Ethereum. So like I think a lot of meme coins are going to start pumping heavily on base, or if they're bridge to base. Tucker called him out for insider trading. Yeah, well, originally, I mean, I think Crenshaw was the worst. I don't know. I don't want to say something, but Crenshaw was definitely one of the worst when it came to insider trading. But everyone talks about Nancy Pelosi, but Nancy Pelosi wasn't even the worst. I think there was someone else. Like, to be fair, they all do it, Republicans, Democrats. Obviously, Nancy Pelosi is the poster child of it, though. Pete Davidson. Did you see what happened to him? He got rid of all of his tattoos. I don't know. What is with this trend of everyone getting so many tattoos? Women get tons of tattoos as well. There's a lot of people getting tattoos. Now they're removing them. They're like, it's people getting tattoos. It's just, I don't think tattoos are a good look, man. What is my last name? My last name is Norris. Lindsey Graham is a shill for Ukraine. So is Mike Johnson. Yeah, well, Lindsey Graham's always had that just foreign Bush style of foreign investment, which is as much money as possible. Related to Chuck Norris? Yeah, I am. Yeah, man, we're not gonna do this with the age. All right, man, we're not gonna do it. It's the person is right. It's a state issue. It could be a state issue. We're not gonna do that, man. You'll never renew. You got a tattoo of me. That's an impressive investment, honestly, man. That's a good idea. Buying dips gets old. Well, yeah, when they keep dipping, it's like you're buying constant dip. Well, this coin is I told people not to buy this coin. This coin is just. But you should see some of my Ethereum coins, bro. My Ethereum coins, it's like, come on, man. Where's the support? They gotta hit a support. There's gotta be a support at some market cap, right? New business new business venture, de-tattooing. Well, it's that laser removal thing. It's got to be bad for your skin when you do that. That laser remove. Look at this little boss boy. Oh, it's another. Wait, what happened with North Korea? Like launching a dude. North Korea got their coin got banned from like all of the blockchain. They like banned the coin because they just launched this crazy scam with a bunch of volume and they invested like I don't know, 500K or something into it, and they just scammed the fuck out of people. It was like someone within North Korea or something. I mean, those things just keep happening. It's not good. I'm not joking. Dude is unstable.
We've talked a lot. If I ever meet him, I'll fucking kill him. He's the worst person.
Yeah, he said, you probably didn't hear it, but he's like, if I ever meet him, I'll fucking kill him. I'm not joking. He's the worst person. AOC's having a mental breakdown. AOC wants attention. I guess I'll give it to her. Which one? I mean, she's got like fucking 10 accounts here. I hate when these politicians,
after efficiency. He's not going after making these things better for people. He's trying to steal Medicaid so that he can enrich himself. He is trying to gut everything that is good in America for his own private profit. We have an obligation to resist kings. We have an obligation to resist oligarchs.
Look at that robot. That looks like that is the ultimate NPC. I'm sorry.
Obligation to resist kings. We have an obligation to resist oligarchs.
The NPC final boss.
In the courts, we can overwhelm them. We outnumber them.
Delete Doge.
Understand?
We need this. They're the resistance against the resistance. They're fighting for the government to be large and to go into debt, and that's what they're fighting for. I mean, what like, there's no actual explanation.
Our power in this moment.
We have so much
Don't give up our power. Don't shy away from our power. Every small action matters. There's not one act that is going to save all of us. It is going to be the
Dude, this dude. What is that his sex style of Trump? He has a Trump sex style. Dude, this is just yeah, well, no, I think they call Elon king now. Well, Trump called himself king. It was a rhetorical thing, and so they've taken it and they use it against Trump now. Like, oh, he's this king, so he has, ultimate, type dictator power, basically. Rage for the machine. Yeah, that's right. The woman was a fucking bartender who probably got her knowledge from watching every liberal influencer, MSNBC, and CNN. She hasn't actually done any research. Well, that's a lot of them, honestly, man. It really is a lot of these people that they don't have much depth to their knowledge. It is a lot of the whatever's happening right now, viral moments, things like that. And it does come down to just being able to put yourself out there. You think they're going to run AOC, really? I don't know, man. I mean, so this is what I think. I think she definitely has energy, definitely younger, which they like, I'm sure. A lot of liberals say they need to be more left-wing. Like, it's just such a, of course, it's like, oh, they're too moderate. Even though you look at the parties, liberal versus Republican, or I guess it would be liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican. Democrat versus Republican, they've gone way further left than Republicans have gone right. Republicans have ceded ground on a lot of shit. I mean, look at Obama's, go watch Obama's debates in 2008. Go listen to Bill Clinton in the 90s. And look at where the Liberal Party is now. But then their dumbass people are saying we're still not far left enough. So the whole AOC thing would be like, yeah, she's more left. So the younger people would probably like that. But she does not have there's no way she's going to win any of the Rust Belt states. And that's really what the election comes down to nowadays, is the Rust Belt. She watches Hassan. Yeah, you never forget that clip of Hassan like simping for that terrorist group. He's got the other dude in the room with him. And these guys, they got like the IQ of like combined 30. They're like dancing like cavemen. And Hassan's like, oh, it's so sophisticated. Look at this. He's like a terrorist fucking video. He's like, this is so, do. And it's like these guys like, do, we have guns, do. I mean, that's the type of shit that, I mean, Hassan, I think he said he likes Hamas. He like interviewed one of their leaders. Candace Owens dislikes the French president. Well, yeah, we know that. You take a look at the investigation she's been doing. I mean, I don't even know what she's arguing here. Thoughts on an alliance with Russia? An economic alliance with Russia would definitely bring more peace. I mean, it's better to have an alliance than to be in a potential war situation, that's for sure. But of course it comes down to, well, why would you make an alliance with a country that just invaded? But it's like, they're a global power, so if we can have a alliance, if global powers can have alliances and not alienate each other, it would be better. How can Putin trust anything the U.S. says kind of crazy? Well, I think Trump's a little bit of a different component for Putin, honestly. A Trump administration is a bit different. Thoughts on Rizzler, that kid? I thought that kid was 20 by now. I'm joking. Yeah, this dude does not look happy.
It is going to be the constant pressure and commitment to saving our democracy. They cannot withstand the constant, consistent.
So it's like the same shit again. Like, where is the actual substance to anything she's saying? She's talking about saving democracy again.
Pressure. They will crumble under it. Every day, our job is to wake up and say, what can I do today? And so when they try to come in, make them show a document. Make them assert.
How are these people going to do anything? These are citizens.
Their authority. Ask them, who are you? Who are you? Because at the end of the day, they're no one. And he thinks he's got a bank account with a lot of zeros in it, that it makes him some kind of super citizen. I don't think so. This is America. We will resist.
Well, yeah, you have money, you're going to get power. I mean, just look at you're the biggest donor to your campaign. Does Mark Zuckerberg run for president? No, Mark Zuckerberg would not do well. Mark Cuban is going. Is Mark Cuban going to rallies here? Is that what's going on? Epstein files are trending. Imagine they just released. I mean, what is this Grok thing? It's like a freaking. Looks like I'm reading some type of status report or something. Oh, man, if this is true, man, if this is actually true. Super citizen. He thinks he's a super citizen. Well, he kind of is. I mean, that's what happens with rich people. She's a total socialist. She wants to tax the rich. Well, I'd like to see her actual tax plan on the rich, honestly. I think it'd be funny. I don't know what her real tax plan would be. Yeah, the liberal influencers on well the liberal influencers that they end up just simping for Hamas, who is a terrorist organization. I mean, look, this is the situation, and it's not surprising that Israel Palestine has created millions of arguments because both sides have serious fucking problems. So when that happens, there's not really going to be a consensus. The Diddy files. Yeah, I heard a little bit about the Diddy files, possibly. Maybe they'll go to that after this. The Luca trade would be brought up if Cuban ran. Yeah, they would boycott. Well, Cuban technically, doesn't he have like 5% ownership now? He might have 0%. I don't know. He might have sold. Because people were like, well, Cuban got out at the right point in the NBA. And he probably did. But the thing is, with like a major sports team in North America, they pretty much always appreciate no matter what, because it's so rare for one of them to be on the market to be able to buy. It's such a rarity. I mean, but the NBA, the value, some of these team worth, the value of some of these teams might be going down just because of how bad the product is. I know the ratings are worse, but I mean, the thing is they still sign these major TV contracts and stuff with streaming services. If you were Trump, you would also want the greatest country on earth, Canada. What are you from, Canada, man? Yeah, Trump wants Canada because there's a lot of resources. I mean, Canada, I think it's a dumb thing. I don't think Trump's going to do it, but it would help the United States for sure, just in general. Cuban cashed the fuck out. Yeah, he got out at the right time. I think he sold like 95% or something. Is Benny Johnson legit? I mean, Benny Johnson's just like a Republican influencer, basically. That's what I would say. There's a lot of Republican influencers, so he's just one of the bigger ones. He just gives the news in a Republican spin. That's basically. They did kick our ass in hockey. You're talking about Canada? I mean, we won the first game. We won the first game, bro. There's a best of 3. That's got to be a best of 3. How happy was the NHL about that, though? That was crazy views for them. Did you see Radian crashed? Pump Fund might bankrupt? Yeah, I saw Pump Fund is launching their own liquidity pools or whatever. I saw that. I don't know. I think it's probably an overreaction. I think they'll be all right. But maybe Pump Fund will be better. We'll do it better. Benny Johnson is annoying AF. He's nonstop clickbaits and gets your attention for the actual topic to be a nothing burger. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the game though on YouTube. You have to admit that's pretty much what a lot of YouTubers will do. But I mean, that's more of a professional thing. He's got an entire team. You can tell just by the way it's. I mean, not necessarily the production, but like the thumbnails and everything like that. He definitely has people working for him. Fuck Pump Fun. I mean, I don't know if it has a huge impact, honestly. So many of those coins just go to nothing anyways, but it is. I don't know, man. I'm at the point where I'd be fine if the U.S. just said, no, we're not going to have it anymore. It's violates something, but yeah, Canada hasn't won a Stanley Cup in forever. Man, that, you know what? I do remember seeing that coin, Jack. That coin's all the way down to 12 million, bro. Holy shit. Because I remember seeing that coin. I think it's on here. 23%. Well, I mean, it's a relatively new coin. I mean, I don't know, man. Listen, if there's it's a good buying spot if there's a reversal that happens, I guess. 12 million, though, that's interesting total supply. At least it wasn't launched on Pump Fund. It's like you have to credit some of these coins for not being launched on Pump Fund. Just because I'm so used to seeing basically every supply being a billion. I mean, listen, if you believe in the bull run, I mean, I would wait for a bottom, though. The problem is there's just not a lot of data on that because it got added to CoinGecko a little bit. Well, that's connected to CoinGecko there. Thank you for the $1.20. A monumental thing. This went to 360. Wow. Man, how do I never catch coins like this? It's pretty crazy. Coin did like a 300x. Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll bottom out here. Thoughts on Bitcoin Cash? That boomer bullshit? I mean, I don't know. Does Bitcoin Cash, I think it probably outperforms Bitcoin just because of the market cap, honestly. What has Bitcoin Cash done? I mean, it's the green Bitcoin. You know, there is something called green Bitcoin. That probably is at nothing right now. Like, I wonder what Bitcoin Cash has done this cycle. I mean, technically, yeah, if you got in around like 120. It's kind of done shit. Like, this is such a bearish. Yeah, when you don't reach your all-time high in back-to-back cycles, you're cooked, bro. It's like XRP, but I mean XRP at least has the SEC thing. You watch me every day driving to work. I appreciate that, man. Coinbase will lobby for Pump Fund to be banned. Yeah, what they want volume. Because they have their own trading. Don't they have their own trading platform themselves? It's like Coinbase Pro. Good old $1.20. Wish I could give more. Really, you believe in that project? Oh, no. You're talking about the donation. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Because that meme coin's at $11, not $1. My bad. Thoughts on the judges rejecting Trump's administration? Well, Trump's won some key appeals himself. I think it's been around 50-50, honestly. What comes out first, JFK files or Epstein? It seems like there's a lot of pressure on Epstein files to be released. I mean, the problem with the JFK is they said they're going to have some type of hearing in March. So that might not even be the release. It's really like one or the other at this point. That's why I'm in both. Honest thoughts on Mog? I mean, Mog will do... Listen, if we actually have an alt season, which I don't know why we wouldn't. I think Mog will do very well, 20 to 30 billion, and not financial advice. Thoughts on Grant Cardone? I watched a few Grant Cardone videos when I was younger, not so much as I was motivated by him, just because it was kind of curious to see his cold calls and stuff. There was this one video of him where it's like a fucking sweatshop. He's got this dude working for him, and just all the comments are just trashing the work environment. This dude is just like, you have to call all these people, and like the phone wasn't working. I remember that video. Then there was another video of Grant like talking to a young kid. This young kid like visited Grant. He's like, oh, I came here from like fucking, it's like a 4-hour car ride. And then Grant just roasted the fuck out of him. I haven't seen a Grant Cardone video in forever. But when I was younger, I saw a few. Would you consider Solana a boomer coin? Not really. I mean, so Solana's boomer in the sense of it's a really high cap coin. So it'll do like a 9 or a 10x, but I wouldn't say it's a boomer coin because Solana really broke out in like 21. You know, if it was a 2017 coin, I'd say it. Thoughts on Harry Sisson crying about eggs all the time? It's just they get talking points from fucking. I mean, they get talking points, and that's what they're told to talk about. Democratic influencer talking point strategy. This is what you need to say. There's speculation on the Texans' new stadium, Houston Energy Corridor. Maybe I'll have to do an update video on that. NRG Stadium looks nice. Don't understand why they want to renovate it. No, it's pretty. I mean, the exterior looks fine. The interior needs renovating, to be fair, man. It does. I mean, it's not surprising the stadium's 22, 23 years old. That's what happens. I mean, the stadiums do get renovated after like 2 decades. Epstein files is bigger than Diddy files. Yeah, it is. Is Ohio considered a red state? Yeah, Ohio's pretty red. I'd say like 5 or 6 points into the red. Ohio really likes Trump. There's no doubt. I mean, Ohio was, and I know this because, you know, it's my state. 2016 +8, 2020 +8, 2024 +11. Pretty crazy I mean, it is a Rust Belt state, but they don't even talk about it now because it's not a swing state. Infinite money glitch. Mooning the last couple of days. Yeah, I saw that project. Dude, but then they try and copy it. Did you see like the copy infinite Solana glitch or whatever? It's all bullshit. They just copy it. But I mean, yeah, was it mooning? I thought it had a massive pullback. Vivek announced today. Yeah, if you guys want to see, he's got the Ohio State scarlet and gray colors and everything. Man, these people. Yeah, there it is right there. He's trying to bring Ohio. He said he wants people to move to Ohio like they moved to Florida. I don't know about that, man. Not with this weather. How does the DNC still have money to pay? Well, it's Act Blue. It's probably all Act Blue money. Why don't you run for governor? Yeah, with all my credentials. No, I mean, I'm not even eligible to run, man. I wouldn't want to run for governor. Yeah, you remember that visit, the Harry Sisson visit with Joe Biden? It's funny because you look at like the different influencers. David Hogue, at least he admitted, he was like, yeah, I met with Biden. The guy was fucking gone. Sisson was like, he was great. He was so sharp. And David Hogue was like, yeah, the guy fucking couldn't talk. You think an independent will ever be president in our lifetime? Well, it's impossible to predict the political climate in like 20 years. I feel like, obviously, based off of recent history, there's gonna be at some point, I think. But the problem is now it's so polarized, right versus left, mainly with the leftists, to where they think anyone that's center or right is racist. So then it becomes very hard for a middle party to rise, and it's kind of become this Trump phenomenon to where there's the moderate, there's not a ton of moderates, or like, because liberals are so crazy, and this is just how it is. I mean, liberals will say independent people are like enablers of racism because Trump wins and stuff. So it's going to be hard right now based on the current political climate, and I don't think the social media helps an independent, honestly, because it seems like, it's very tribal. You don't think Vivek will win? Yeah, if he gets an endorsement from Trump, he'll definitely win. His polling, their early polling numbers, he's up by like 30 points on the next candidate. How much snow have you had? We've had like, honestly, 3 pretty big, a lot more snow than last year. 3 pretty big snowstorms, all kind of spread out. The recent one was like a week ago, but it's going to be pretty warm here over the next like 5-6 days. Maybe I'll break out the short sleeves. I don't even like wearing short sleeves, man. I'm a long sleeves person. I'm a jeans person. I like wearing long sleeves. I don't like wearing shorts either. You know, a lot of guys are like that though. If they don't release the list, then they're definitely covering up something. Yeah, I mean, the list has got to come out. I mean, we got to. This coin, you get it to like 20, 30 million. It's amazing. It's all we need. Yeah, that's a great video, man. I got that video bookmarked, I think.
Come take my meds. You can take them. Come on, Bobby. Bobby and Donnie, come on. You can get my meds. Come on, it'll be fun. You want to take them? You want to take my meds? You want to take my friends' meds too? We'll all get together. We'll go off. I'm going to go off them. Do you want me to go off them now? I will go off them because I want to. I want to go off them. I'm going to go off them just for you, Bobby. You want to come join me? It'll be fun. Let's get this party started. Hi, RFK.
It's like you need to get off your meds if that's how you act on meds. Maybe you should get off of them. You give off shorts vibes. Yeah, I'm a jeans person myself. I like jeans. It's just a storm, Dick. Sit down. You like 5? 5's a good map, man. Classic. This video always this is a great video. This dude, make a meme coin about this dude. This dude deserves it. He needs to pay for his meds somehow. When am I gonna reveal my dog? I have a border collie. He's pretty old now. He's up to around 13 years old. Did you see Carville versus Stephen A. Smith beef? I'm really not. I didn't see it. No, I mean I saw Carville say some shit like Trump was gonna have a massive blow up or something. But this Carville is just both. Stephen A. is even worse though. Stephen A. is a complete buffoon who doesn't know much about even entry level politics, honestly. But this dude just says these fantastical things to just go viral. I mean, you think KJP, Corinne Jean Pierre, had some influence? Yeah, she and Peter announced they're getting married. That's cool to see. It's cool to see two people with a feud come together. 5 is classic. I played 5 a few nights ago. It's a good game, man. Least favorite fast food place? Probably White Castle. But I never had White Castle. Burger King, I'm not a big fan of either. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Burger King at all. The last time I had Burger King might have been like over a decade ago. I might have had Burger King like once in my life. I'm not lying. What happened to that meme coin? That was a rug, dude. That dude rugged people. How are you like a pastor and you do that? That was Burger King has, yeah, our Burger King, by me the Burger King closed. Burger King sucks. Yeah. Remember Die Rise and Mob of the Dead? Yeah, I was born to Black Ops 1, but those were good maps too. I was into Moon. I like Moon. Thoughts on people upset with Trump for promoting a meme coin? Well, it's not good, honestly. You know, I can't really defend Trump on that one. But it's just a meme coin. It's not a big deal. Do you live near Lake area? No, I don't. I live far away. Wendy's. No, I think Wendy's is our. I mean, honestly, all fast food. I did get Wendy's like once, and I thought it was pretty. Like when I was younger, I liked Wendy's, but like when you grow up, some of the fast food just it's not very fresh. It just doesn't taste that good anymore. But his meme coin was success. What, the pastor? Yeah, successful, I guess, in extracting money. Thoughts on Pain 20 million? Yeah, dude, that coin. I mean, how did that? I don't even understand. How did that coin get to where it like the level it got to? Wasn't that coin? Didn't it go to like 1 billion or some shit? Did they have like a massive pre-sale or something? Like, look at this. Bobby, you gonna take my meds? Donnie, Bobby, take my meds. Like, look at this. There was something weird where they were like this coin went to 1 billion. Yeah, I wouldn't buy this, man. There's no reason to. There's plenty of other projects that are way more established. Chick-fil-A, McDonald's are god tier. I mean, I like Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, I guess McDonald's is all right. I don't get McDonald's much, honestly. How much lower do you think Solana will go? It can't go much lower, man. It really cannot. You know, you deal with these crashes and it's like, all right, whatever. It's a correction. It's just part of the market. But now it's like it really has to. We have to. Maybe it finds a bottom and then there's accumulation and then it goes back. That's what we need to have happen. It needs to just go back up. We don't need another. If we have another day like this next week, if things don't get moving into the right direction, I mean, this is like the start of the bear. But I don't think that's what this is, man. It doesn't make any sense historically. Chick-fil-A is healthy. It depends what you buy, man. I mean, it's a little bit healthier than some of the other ones, but it's like a cleaner version of fast food, I would say, about Chick-fil-A. I look like a Raising Cane's type of guy. I think I've had Raising Cane's maybe once in my life, honestly, man. Raising Cane's. Yeah, I barely had to. I had Taco Bell a few times when I was younger. I don't know, man. Their tacos are so small. 30-piece nugget is 900 calories. Yeah, yeah. If you don't get it breaded, if you get it just raw, that doesn't taste good though. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this live stream. I gotta go. It's around 10 o'clock. I gotta take a piss too. I used to have Five Guys. I had Five Guys a decent amount when I was younger. Yeah, Five Guys is good, but their prices apparently now are really bad. That's breaded, not grilled. Yeah, the grilled is really healthy. The grilled tastes like shit, though. That's the problem. Made me hungry. I don't really eat much food at night. I mean, I might have a little snack here and there at night, let's be honest, but I'm not having a full course meal at night. It's bad for digestion. Uber Eats. I went on an Uber Eats binge, but then I was like, this is lazy. I'm just gonna. You know what? I can't do Uber Eats anymore. I can't deal with people. I don't trust them when you get a drink. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I would have to have a personal assistant or some bullshit to get Uber Eats. Somebody that I trusted. Stream tomorrow? Yeah, probably a stream tomorrow. Probably.